Good morning, this is Neil Spade at Thurrock Nub News, and I've been asked this morning to pop down to the picket line down here at Oliver Road at the depot, where members of the Council's Environmental Service team, basically the bin collectors, are mounting their daily picket now as they withdraw their labour at 9 o'clock each morning in their ongoing dispute with Thurrock Council over terms and conditions. As you can see, there's a sizable turnout of guys and girls down here, but also with them this morning is their Unite representative, Michelle Cook. Michelle, good morning. There's a lot of talk about this dispute, and people don't quite understand what it's all about, saying, why are you asking for more pay? That is not the case. I mean, I've read every word of the proposals from the council. That's not the issue. It's about changes to allowances and to shifts and things like that. But just for our readers, could you run through the dispute as these guys and the Unite Union see the thing?
Our dispute is regarding the cuts and the reduction of the allowances that these guys have enjoyed for many, many years. Well, when I say enjoyed, they've been paid those allowances. And these are the changes to overtime, shift allowances, and sort of changes to their working terms and conditions. That means that they're going to be losing money.
Unite have been accused of inflating those figures and saying that it affects more people and the figures are higher than the council say. The council have said it is, I think, around about 100 and some people that are affected, that are worse off. But they say, A, there'll be compensation, and B, these people who are being affected are at the higher end of the pay scale, so it doesn't impact as much. What's your view on that?
It's totally untrue. Compensation is, well, they're terming it as compensation, but this is money that the government said the council had to pay to their lowest paid workers. Now, the cuts to our members' staff, to our members, is about 4,000, and those have been checked by our members so many times. We've got a meeting this afternoon to go through the figures because we dispute the council's figures. Yeah. And this is the same for Unison and GMB. We've also said the same to the council last week, and all their members are losing a lot more money than what's on their letters. Okay,
the council say as well that you haven't been prepared to negotiate, that you've stayed away from the table on these discussions. The door is always open for you, but you've not walked through it. Again?
It's totally untrue. The discussions were starting in October. The council stopped them early December. I then wrote to the council in January and asked to meet with them to talk about our dispute, because obviously that's when I lodged it. And they said they would not talk to us until the formal consultation started. By that stage, we'd already started our process. So we remain open to discussions. I've already asked them to involve ACAS, and they said that they will bring them in if necessary. So we do want to talk to the council about it.
And obviously Unite have taken the lead on this. You mentioned the GMB and what was the other
Unison.
And Unison. So what's their stance as you understand it? Obviously you can't speak for them.
Yeah, my understanding is the GMB have already started doing a consultative ballot with their members, and Unison have said that they also will have to do the same, because their members remain very unhappy with the proposals. And
again, I know you're speaking for another union, but what would the majority of the Unison members do in terms of their work with the council?
Majority for the other unions are carers who
right.
work in the homes,
yeah.
and also social workers, people who've been working throughout the pandemic, either at home or on the front line.
Yeah, and that's something you've made great play of, that the teams here have been very much at the front line, and it's probably some criticism that some of the managerial teams and the senior officers, for example, have been nowhere to be seen. That's come up several times.
Oh, it has. So recently, to find out that one of the members of staff who actually works here at the depot has been working in South Africa the whole time of last year is disgusting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, given the dispute not coming in, I think that, but the fact that that's continuing now, things are changing, does seem rather strange, it has to be said. Michelle, thank you for your time. Hopefully this will not be going on into May, and there will be a solution. And it's interesting, so I've been here for sort of 10 minutes now, and you're getting lots of cheers and toots and whatever. Do you think the public are with you on this?
I'd like to think they are, purely because I think they sort of respect the service they get from the council with the guys. They work hard, and they know that any strike action is the last resort, and that is our position as well. it very much is the last resort. We've tried to talk to the council, but they've left us with no alternative to take this action.
Thank you very much indeed. And this is a scene down at Oliver Road this morning, and we will be keeping you abreast of all the developments as they happen. It's Neil Spate, Thurrock News.